So in a previous video, I compared the Jada versus the Hot Wheels 1989 Batmobile. Today, I'll be comparing the Jada versus the Hot Wheels animated series Batmobile. So just like the previous two versions, which were the same price, these are also the same price. They're both $10. And just like the previous two versions, which were one is a 132 scale and the Hot Wheels is a 150 scale, same thing here. We have 150 and 132. And just like the previous versions, the Jada one is made in China, as you can see here, and the Hot Wheels one is made in Vietnam, as you can see here. One big difference that you notice right away is the shape. So this one has a bit more of a V shape to it. This is the Jada one, and this is a little wider and it narrows as it gets to the area where Batman sits. Whereas here on the Hot Wheels one, it's just more of a straight line. You know, there is a very slight angle, but the angle on the Jada one is a lot more pronounced. The next thing you might notice that's different is the windshield. Notice the Hot Wheels one is blue, which is a lot cooler than the Jada one, and more, you know, I guess more like the cartoon. You know, it varies in the cartoon. It's not always going to be the same in every episode, but it is nice to have that blue tint versus Jada. If you notice, the Hot Wheels one has a grayish grill here and a grayish motor, whereas the Jada one has more of a chrome color, silver kind of, and the front is gray though, right? And the Hot Wheels one and the Jada one both have painted lights here in the front, if you see. Now, if you remember, with the last video I did, they were not consistent. They were not the same with the 1989 Batmobile, but with the animated series Batmobile, for whatever reason, Hot Wheels decided to make it, you know, your standard orange color. Okay, another difference you'll notice is the wheels are a different color. Actually, I like the Hot Wheels one more because it looks a lot more like the cartoon. However, there is one problem here with the Hot Wheels one, is that this is plastic and this is rubber. So the Jada gives you actual rubber tires, and the Hot Wheels one just gives you, you know, a cheap plastic one. So even though it does look a little cooler, more like the cartoon, I don't know why they didn't put some rubber tires on it, it's funny because the Hot Wheels 89 Batmobile has rubber tires on it. So I don't know why they didn't do that with the animated series one. It kind of doesn't really make sense. Hot Wheels doesn't seem to be very consistent here. And, you know, all three of these have rubber. Jada's more consistent here, rubber on both. Both are painted, right? And here, we'll do the back. Jada has the red in the middle. So if you notice, the Hot Wheels one has the 4 exhausts, or I guess the 4 lights. This isn't exhaust, maybe just lights on the bottom here. And then you have this, which is a grayish color. But Jada has the 4 here, right? And then they put red right here in the middle, which is a really, really nice touch. I do like this red. And if you notice on the bottom of the Jada one, you have painted here some detail for the lights. Whereas on the bottom of the Hot Wheels one, it's just a plain black. Now, when I did the previous video, I mentioned that I like the Jada version more than the Hot Wheels version for the same price. In this video, I would probably say it's more of a toss-up because of the wheels and the windshield and the shape. I think the Hot Wheels one does look a little bit more like the cartoon than the Jada one. However, I don't know if I could call a clear winner because Jada does give you the rubber tires. Hot Wheels doesn't. This is just plastic. And Jada has more detail and paint in the back. They add a little more color to accent the car, whereas Hot Wheels just does all black, you know, and they don't really make an effort to, you know, add some accent, except for the windshield. You know, the windshield is a nice accent. But I don't know. I honestly don't know which one I like more. And as I mentioned before, the Hot Wheels is a 150 and it's going to be smaller, and the Jada ones are a 132. And that's going to be a little bit bigger. So I guess it just really depends on you, what kind of collector you are. I'm not really sure. I can't make a call on this. Which is why I bought them both, right? Like the fool I am. I saw that there were some differences and I wanted both styles and I bought them both. But do you think one is better than the other? I don't know, you know.